Do you ever wish you could turn back time? I realise that's a bit of a big question to start a video with, but I'm sure we've all thought about being able to turn time back, for any number of reasons. Sadly though, as I don't own a very weirdly modified DeLorean, I can't actually time travel. Though, it is possible to time travel with Payday 2, granted you have a Steam copy of the game, and with it, you can go to any update in the game's history. If you're wanting to downgrade your version of Payday 2, you're going to need three things. A separate account, as doing this will mess up your progression on the current version of Payday 2. An easy way to work around this without having to buy the game again is to set up family sharing to a spare account. Though, you could just back up your save data. I'd recommend just using a separate account as it's a little more easy than having to swap out save data for when you want to play old Payday and you want to play modern Payday. Depot Manager, which is a tool we'll be using for downloading the older versions of Payday 2. And .NET, a dependency required for Depot Manager to run. I'll link Depot Manager and .NET in the description. After installing them and getting them set up, you're going to want to pick an update you want to play on, and you can find this through the Payday wiki, which I've linked in the description. For the sake of this tutorial, I've picked the launch version of Payday 2, which was released on August 13th, 2013. Then, go to SteamDB, which I've linked in the description, and cross-reference the date of the update to the ID, and you'll have the manifest ID of the update you want, and make a note of it. You then want to open up Command Prompt in the Depot folder by entering CMD in the address bar while you're in the folder. Now, there's a specific command we need to put in here which I'll put in the description and I'm showing on the screen now. We need to put our manifest ID in the manifest with quotation marks, our Steam account name in the username with quotation marks, and our password in the password with quotation marks. I'd recommend typing the command out in something like Notepad and then copy and pasting it in, as typing in the command prompt can be a little bit awkward, especially if you're not used to it. Also, don't worry, this isn't going to get your account hacked. It's just so that Steam can recognize you have access to Payday 2 and so it can download it. It'll then ask you for an authorization code, either through mobile or through email, so put it in. Then, it'll start to download. It'll take a while, so give it some time, as it is downloading the entirety of Payday 2. Once it's finished installing, you'll want to create a txt file named steam_appid and put 218620 in it, and then put that in the old Payday 2 folder you've just created. Then, go into your Steam apps /common area and create a new folder. Call it something like Payday 2 old, and then drop all the files you've just created into it. Now, the last step is just to add the game as a non-Steam game on Steam. Select Browse and find the Payday 2 _Win32 _release exe, and then open up the game with Steam. And there you have it, you can now play a downgraded version of Payday 2. Now of course, there are some issues that can occur from this. One I've experienced is that sometimes the game will instantly crash upon the press any key to start screen. This typically happens on the first time downgrading to an earlier version, and is caused by save data clashing from two different updates. However, this can be fixed by going into the Steam/user data folder, finding the user ID associated with the account you're playing on, and just clearing 218620 as it's the Payday 2 folder. With all that, you're free to download and play older versions of Payday 2. If you've got any questions or issues, feel free to drop a comment and I'll be sure to try and help you out with it. As usual, I've been Cookie Dough, and have a good one.